And Major Dick Winters died January 2nd, 2011. Obviously, they had a memorial service, a big memorial service for him. Back to the book. Those who remained alive voiced their sympathy. Said former platoon sergeant William Grenier, who had lost a leg outside Bastogne. Dick always said, "Hang tough and follow me." When he said, "Let's go," he was right in the front. He was never in the back, a leader personified. He was the best commander we ever had. We'd have followed him anywhere. Edward Babe Heffron, who served alongside Winters at Bastogne and who helped liberate Hitler's Eagle's Nest, added, "He was one hell of a guy, one of the greatest soldiers I ever was under. He was a wonderful officer, a wonderful leader. He had what you needed, guts and brains. He took care of his men. That's very important." Popeye Wynn added, "It seemed as if he always made the right decision." He was a real soldier. He was one of the best. It started with him doing the right thing. I don't know how he survived the war, but he did. Another Easy Company veteran concurred, noting every one of us, we'd follow him to hell. That's the type of guy he was. And also speaking at that ceremony was a guy by the name of Eric Gendrinson, who was the screenwriter, or one of the screenwriters for Band of Brothers. And he was trying to get the screenplay and the series to be as accurate as possible, and so he spent a lot of time with Dick Winters, and he got to know him very well. And I found what he said about Dick Winters to be very important. Here we go, back to the book. Dick Winters made it his personal quest to excel. Whether it was executing the perfect push-up or training himself to run 3 miles up and down Currahee Mountain, this pursuit was his private tool, his solution. And it was that solo effort, that obsessive clarity and pure, determined, self-contained purpose that his men observed and that caused them to follow when he said simply, "Follow me." Not just through that hedgerow in Normandy and across that field in Holland under enemy fire, but follow my example, follow my commitment. And we'll get through this. Then we will succeed. And Dick Winters was laid to rest in his family plot in the Evangelical Lutheran Cemetery in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, the Saturday following his death. And his gravestone reads simply, Richard D. Winters, World War II, 101st Airborne, 1918 to 2011. And Dick Winters, before he died, said, "I am the man I am today because of Easy Company. Easy Company made me. As I reflect upon my life since the war, I can honestly say that it has been a lifetime search for men like those I knew in Easy Company. I haven't found too many. I don't think I know braver soldiers than Joe Toy, Bill Guarnier, or Floyd Talbert. I live with these guys every day. I mourn when they pass. Carwood Lipton died in December 2001. His death struck me particularly hard. So did Bull Randlemans. Lipton didn't live to see the acclaim Easy Company received when the miniseries was released. I try not to think of the bad times anymore. I think mostly of the good times. The emotion will always be there. And, Dick Winters said that war brings out greatness in men. And he also realized that war makes you appreciate your country. And Major Winters, before he died, said, "Well, it probably sounds strange to you, but when I brought Easy Company to Utah Beach so we could board the LST to return to England on July 11th, 1944, I saw that beach for the first time with that vast armada of ships as far as the eye could see in every direction. Seeing the American flag fluttering over that beach, I felt weak in the knees and tears filled my eyes. Suddenly, that flag meant something different than it ever had before. I have never looked at our flag since without that memory in mind. Now I am an old man, but that feeling has never left me." And finally, and I always say that war is awful, and war is a nightmare. But war does certainly make you appreciate life. And Dick Winters certainly appreciated the rest of his life. And he said this: "I sit here in this house and I gaze out the window. I see flowers and the birds. I behold the wonder of nature. Everything seems so beautiful."